Hi, I'm Wesley Birch from the Ship Inn and Birch Catering, and we are now the proud owners of the Old Neighbourhood in Chalford. Out here in the garden, obviously it's a lovely sun trap. We are going to renovate all of this area. Railway sleepers, gravel, lavender pots, nice foliage everywhere, tables and chairs. And I think it is really it was definitely one of the positive features of this pub, having all of this area here for people to sit and drink in. What's a pub without a beer garden? So that's the plan for out here. As you can see, it's not in the best state right now, but by April, I'm hoping it should all be done and dusted outside at least anyway. So I'll show you inside. Mind your head. So in here as well, as you can see, it's in desperate need of a little bit of TLC, but our plan is to try and have this area focused on drinkers. So in a pub, I always like it when you walk into an area and there's people drinking. If you walk into a pub and people are eating all around you, I don't think you'll feel confident to put the worlds to right over a couple of beers. But in this area, if we can focus on just drinkers, serving good IPAs, some of your classic beers, a few real ales as well from local suppliers, obviously. And that's here. So removing the staircase, tidying up this area, opening up the fireplace. And I just want to try and make it look like it's been that way for 200 years. So we're going to be a bit clever about what we put in here and just make it look like an old Cotswold country pub. So that's the goal. And then through in this area, there's also a heated footrail. So the wooden floor will be into here, but this area, unfortunately, where it was so damp and been neglected for so long, the floor was just beyond repair or salvage. So what we've done is we pulled it up, and a local builder from just down the road, he's very kindly said he's going to come in and he's going to put some, I think he said limestone, traditional flagstone flooring down. So again, I've asked him if he can make it look as though it's been here for 200 years. So this will be the main dining area. I know there was a pool table there before, but unfortunately, I think it's a great area, or fortunately, for people to eat. Same as up here, we're going to tidy up this area, again use the wood, replace the bar tops, and this again will be more dining space up here. So obviously some benches there. I'm not sure we're going to keep them or there's something we can do with them, but eventually when we move on to the inside space, we're going to refurbish all of this area. We've got to keep both sets of toilets because of the amount of people that we'll have in the pub. I think it needs both sets of toilets. However, the kitchen was always upstairs here, or it is currently, but I think for the volume of food that we're hoping to serve, we need to bring the kitchen downstairs. So the old beer cellar, which is just through there, I'm hopeful we can create some sort of access into there, or maybe just like a heated gantry or a pass, but also just somewhere fun so people can just peek into the kitchen and come and say hello to us if they want to. And then, so those main areas. This window here, we're hopeful that we can knock through to that area, and where the old smoking shelter is outside, we're going to pull that down, and our aim is, obviously planning permission permitted, but we're going to build an oak frame, so a bit like a really nice conservatory, in keeping how the building looks, but then just to extend the dining space. So we're hopeful we can get about 55 covers in all of that area, and that's a good number. It's roughly what we've got at the Ship, and that way we would have 50-50 wet to dry in the pub, and I think that's a really good balance, so drinkers and people in dining. But yeah, like I said, new bar top in here, through here. It's quite a low ceiling in here, so we've got to be clever about what we do, and like the optics and the pumps and things like that. So we've got to try and make sure we can create levels and different bits in here, but nothing too high. So we won't have masses of beers on. I'd rather focus on, for example, real ales, 3 cask real ales, and that way we get through them quickly. They're always fresh, and 3 very good ones. So that's our goal here. A couple of IPAs, because, you know, especially Dare and things like that, people are really keen on the new world beers, as I call them. And then, yeah, classics, a few cocktails maybe if they've got space once we find our feet. But that is it. I think it's not in bad nick to say it's been closed for so long, but it really just needs a bit of love putting back into it, and I'm hopeful we can do that. The community have been incredibly supportive with us, and we've been in discussion with them through the whole process of buying the pub and asking them what they would like from us and what they want us to do and what they're looking for from a pub, because I've always said once we own the bricks and mortar, a pub is always owned by the community and the people that use it. So we're here to serve people really and entrusted in running their pub. But look at this weather today. How incredible will this be eventually? How are we doing? So yeah, this will be a stunning little spot in a few weeks' time with a bit of imagination.